pass back and forth between us and Memphis. It's called the Battle of the Bones. And take a look at that, Google that, Battle of the Bones trophy, and it's a huge rack of ribs. It's a big bronze rack of ribs. It weighs 95 pounds, Dan. This thing is serious, and it's a borderline awesome and hilarious trophy. And there's a big rib cook-off out in the parking lot before the game. And so I've been talking to their athletic director, Laird Veach, buddy, about, rekindling all that, and which is fun. I mean, that's part of what makes college sports so great, is these rivalries between fan bases and states and universities, and your alumni base versus my alumni base. And we're felt right. And, Tulane is not far away, who we've been aligned with in the past. And I guess New Orleans is about 5 hours from us. So it just felt right. And again, you mentioned the leadership in that conference, which we're excited to join, and appreciate the other partners that are coming with us. So we're excited about the future. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Last thing here, faith, family, and football. That's what we hear in the South. Bring me into what it's like to live that every single day.
Yeah, I mean, people are very passionate about sports in the South. And I think a lot of the weather that we have here, you can be outdoors really all year. I mean, Thanksgiving's right around the corner, and I don't know what Thanksgiving's going to be like weather-wise at your house, but I'm very likely to be outside with my kids in shorts and a T-shirt, and that sort of weather allows people to be outside, swinging a baseball bat, throwing a football, kicking a soccer ball around more readily than somebody, let's say, in Syracuse. And that's no offense to the great city of Syracuse. It's just what it is. And so while people love sports in other places, I think that is primarily, and I'm just giving you my opinion, what drives the passion level is that the opportunity to be outdoors and the opportunity to play and compete exists in a different way here. And the passion level is certainly there, and people are very supportive of their teams and of their, they're very emotionally attached to their universities. And, it's not just like showing up. I mean, it's an all-day event. It's an all-day tailgate. We've all got our colors on. We covered the car in streamers and flags, drove it, down to wherever the game's at, and we're all in. And it's a great experience and a great environment. And if you love college athletics, you're going to love Birmingham, Alabama, and you're going to love having UAB as a part of that league, because it's fun, it's passionate, and it's what college sports.
For me, selfishly, the opportunity to connect with UAB and cover that all year round is exciting for me. So, I want to officially tell you that selfishly I feel spoiled right now, Mark, and I'm happy that it was made to bring me even closer to a team that I've liked, from some distance, and now I get to actually be around it a little bit more, which is something I think is beautiful, and seeing what UAB can bring to the American Athletic, which I think is something special. And I honestly believe that that you could be one of the cornerstones of this conference because of what you bring to the table.
I appreciate you saying that, Dan, and that's our intention. I told Mike Oresco, I said, listen, now we do not intend to limp in. We intend to come in and play and compete for a championship, and that's what we plan to do. Will that happen in the first year? I don't know, but that's the goal, and it's everybody's goal, right? It should be, and so that's not bulletin board material. That's that ought to be what everybody is saying and thinking, and we've made investments that are putting us in a position to do that, and I'm confident that we can come in and be competitive quickly. I'm really excited for our basketball program. Our coach, Andy Kennedy, who's a UAB alum, is the all-time winningest coach in Ole Miss history. He still holds several records in the UAB record book as a player, and has just done a marvelous job recruiting and putting a team together. He inherited a team that had finished seventh, and last year, which was a COVID year, but he finished third in his first season. So we improved pretty significantly in year one, and we've got a better team this year, we think, than we did last. So going to be very competitive, and what a great league to join in the American, partner with Memphis and Wichita State, SMU, and so we're excited about those opportunities. Oh, and Temple, who's the fourth winningest basketball program all time, I think, or they were when I was there. So they're really good. So we're excited about, being able to partner with them on the basketball.
Of UAB, Alabama, Birmingham for the Blazers. Mark, it has been my absolute pleasure to have you on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora this morning inside of the Cafe Kubal studios, and I can't thank you enough. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person and really digging in and covering these coaches and student athletes. So I look forward to the opportunity, and I know you got a good one out there with Ted Feely as well, so shout out to Ted and to the entire team. But I want to thank you for taking the time this morning and really spending some extensive time with us here on Wake Up Call to talk about who UAB is and where you're heading.
Dan, I appreciate all that, and I appreciate you giving me a chance. So thanks for your time this morning as well. Y'all be good. Go Blazers.
Take care. That coming from Mark Ingram one more time on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets that thing called life. And, I already know what my annoying moment of the week is. This good old internets in central and upstate New York. I pray that there's just good internet that comes in here with good people and a good message, and I just want goodness. How about some goodness? We'll take a step aside for a fast break, and many thanks to having just an awesome experience here with Mark Ingram, which I knew that we would, Associate Vice President and Director of Athletics at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and that UAB Blazers just coming into the American Athletic Conference as one of the 6 new full-member institutions. I'm very excited about that, very much looking forward to it, and love the fact that we got to spend some time with leadership of UAB. So a lot coming up with those schools that are joining the American Athletic, and UAB got to be first to get a crack at it. So I appreciate them being here. We'll take a step aside for a fast break, and when we come back, my video conversations with LeMoyne men's basketball head coach Nate Champion, as well as LeMoyne Athletics Director Bob Beretta, is coming to you from the Dome in some extra Dolphin time this week, right after this fast break on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. You're inside the Cafe Kubal studios. In these unique times, there are those in our community that give us a sense of normalcy and positivity. Pizza Man on 50 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville has been here for you for over 35 years and is here now. Call 315-638-1234 or order online at pizzamanbville.com to bring those familiar tastes into your home. And remember to come see our monthly on-site broadcasts centered around the community and our Baldwinsville beats. Pizza Man in Baldwinsville. Any way you slice it, they are always here for you.
This is Jimmer Sikowski, owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Cicero, 7916 Brewerton Road in Cicero, right in front of the Home Depot. I had a deep feeling that God wanted me to do something bigger with my life and to help people, help others. I kept putting Chick-fil-A in my life, and I realized as I was going through the franchise selection process that positively impacting the lives of others was really core to what we do here at Chick-fil-A. First of all, it starts with the food. The food is brought in fresh daily. We bring in local produce. We prepare to order in the kitchen. We hand bread our chicken. We hand spin our milkshakes. It's great food. It doesn't taste like fast food. I think the second thing is the way people feel when they come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. It's different. We try to treat people with intentional kindness here, which is very different and deeper than good customer service. And so I think it feels remarkable for most people to come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. And then lastly, the impact that we try to have in the community is very different. It's a big part of the expectation of every operator of a Chick-fil-A restaurant is that they're actively engaged in their community, they're a leader in the community, and they're making a difference. When they realize that what we're striving to do is to shine a little light in their life, that's a very, very different experience than you will have at any other quick service restaurant. And it's that remarkable experience that I think people will emotionally connect with.
I'm George Townsend of Honda City with some good advice when buying a new car. The true cost of owning a new car is determined by the appraised value when you trade it. No vehicle appraises higher than a Honda. Next, look for low APRs and deep discounts. You also want low maintenance costs and great fuel economy. That's why my advice to you is to buy a new Honda. Looking pre-owned, visit our Honda Certified Used Car Center. Honda City, 7140 Henry Clay Boulevard, Liverpool, or HondaCity-CNY.com.
It would be a pity if you don't shop at Honda City.
Our corporate purpose at Chick-fil-A is to glorify God by being faithful stewards of all that's entrusted to us and to positively influence all those who come in contact with Chick-fil-A. And what became increasingly clear from our success in Cicero is that people love Chick-fil-A. And also I think we recognized that, we had a great opportunity to grow the brand and grow our platform. I felt incredibly grateful when I was selected to be a Chick-fil-A operator. I think what it's meant for me, what I've come to realize on a very deep level is that this is a calling for me. It's not a career. It's not a job. The Lord called me to be a Chick-fil-A operator and to use these restaurants to glorify Him and to positively influence other people. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed.
Head to Chick-fil-A Clay on 3974 State Route 31 in Liverpool, New York. Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on WakeUpCallDT.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on MixLR.com/WakeUpCallDT, as well as on Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT, Facebook.com/LiveNowDT, and on YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT. Connecting with Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora has never been easier, and I appreciate everybody that is connecting with us on all of these live platforms, as well as 24/7 on Facebook at WakeUpCallDT, Twitter at CallDT, Instagram at WakeUpCall_DT, and on WakeUpCallDT.com. Subscribe there and subscribe to YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT. We're going to jump right in here to our next piece inside of the Cafe Kubal Studios with locations on 3501 James Street, 208 North Townsend Street, 401 South Salina Street, all in Syracuse, as well as on the corner of Route 11 and Taft Road in North Syracuse, there at the Sweetheart Corners in their drive-through location, and out in Manlius at 343 Fayette Street in the brown striped building that welcomes you into Manlius. I call it the Manlius Welcome Center, is the Cafe Kubal out there, and of course inside of Galisanos Children's Hospital. And many thanks and many prayers to all the work that they do. And God bless some miracles today for those kids and those families and everybody that needs one. So God bless, no stress, and do your best to each and every single one of you. With that being stated, with Cafe Kubal and all the great things they do in our community, we thank them for. We're inside of the Cafe Kubal Studios to speak about another institution that's done great things in our community, and that being LeMoyne College, as I have the opportunity to bring to you my conversation here with the LeMoyne head coach for men's basketball, Nate Champion, speaking with me on Luke Sutherland.
What happened with Luke Sutherland?
Right now, we're unsure on the severity of the injury. It is something to his knee, but whether it's going to be an extended injury or not is something that we don't know right now. So we're really looking to get that checked out hopefully the next day. And for us, I thought Luke was a really nice spark in that first half when he was in there. So I'm really hoping that he's not set back too far.
And he's played D1 at Siena, and he was at Bryant in this dome last year and was obviously watching on the sideline. But just what it means to have him back here in the community, being a state champion at West Jenny.
Yeah, Luke's been an awesome piece to our team. He brings versatility in our forward position, but not only that, he's a great student, a great kid in the community, and I think that's something that we really base our program off of. Having success on the floor is something that we've built, being N10 champions for the previous 4 years, but also starting to make a difference in the community and getting out and about in the community is something that, Luke, having him on the team, you can kind of sell that a little bit more and you can get back into the community even more than what you have previously. So he's a great addition for us as a whole and the team. And I know when he went down, the guys definitely rallied around him, and I thought we showed that in the first half by giving some fight to end the first half there.
That coming from the head coach of the LeMoyne, injury to someone that I care about so very deeply, and praying and hoping the best for Luke as we step forward here. And before we get into my next question to Nate Champion, I do want to just spend a second to say a prayer for Luke Sutherland, if I may, and everybody that needs one. So in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. God, I pray to you today, I come to you today humbled by life, humbled by your power, humbled by your grace. I come to you today grateful and thankful for all the blessings that you brought to my life, for waking me up this morning. And I ask you that you watch over my brother, Luke Sutherland, that you watch over a kid who has worked so hard and so diligently. You've guided him and been there with him and helped him to be a part of history and becoming a state champion at West Jenny in boys basketball for the first time ever in their history. You guided him and you guided his teammates to believe in themselves and to do the best they can. I know you don't have any dog in the race, Lord, but I know that you love your kids. And you've done so much in Luke's life and with his loved ones. And in his long journey from Siena to Bryant to now LeMoyne, he's worked to be on the court and do something that he loves. Whatever's going on, whatever happened to him, please help him to get back onto the court sooner than later, to heal completely and for good. And no matter what, to heal through you, my Lord, and to handle well whatever comes his way. We love you, Luke. We appreciate you, Luke, and we're in your corner. God, please, may your healing hand be there with Luke today. May he get good news, and may things only get better for this young man on and off the court. God, please help for Luke to be able to do the things he loves, to live his dreams, and to have a healthy, safe, and happy life now and forever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. We love you, Luke. I got you, brother. I'm right here. We'll take our next conversation now with Nate Champion, his head coach. And this is what Nate had to say when I asked him about the LeMoyne-Syracuse game and what it does for our central and upstate New York community.
Fishing game, but to have this with Syracuse, just what it does for the community and what it does to show you kind of what you have it set for.
It's a chance to get back on the court for the first time in a couple of years, but it's a chance, more importantly, it's a chance for us to compete and really show flashes of what we can be once we get into the NE10 conference.
Over 600 days without a game, just what it means to have LeMoyne on a court, no matter, whether the game counts on the record or not.
Yeah, I talked to Nate last night and I said, you have to be like a kid on Christmas Eve right now because there's so many reasons why you're excited about tomorrow, having not played in over 600 days and having 13 of our 14 players, new players, and being able to play Syracuse in the Dome, all those things, any one of them would have been cause for a lot of excitement. And then when you put all four of them together, I don't think Nate got a lot of sleep last night, but I think we're encouraged. We're encouraged by what we saw. You don't look at the score. It's really apples against oranges here tonight. Not to use that pun, but it really is. It's different, right? We're not going to face ACC talent in the NE10. This is a talented team. But you look for bright spots and you look for things that we feel like we can build on. And I really believe that Nate feels like he saw some things that are really encouraging, and I did. I think our compete level is high, and I think that when we are able to kind of clean up some things a little bit on the offensive end of the floor, play a little more mistake-free basketball, I think we'll be just fine.
We've spoken on marketing initiatives, just what this can do for LeMoyne to be inside of the Dome.
Well, I think it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal to be have that brand association with SU and the Dome, and obviously Coach Boeheim and Nate, to have that relationship is really important. But also in this market, I've said it over and over again that I feel like there's a place in this market for LeMoyne to exist. We'll carve our niche and be the best LeMoyne we can be, and have a great partner here in Syracuse as well.
And we know that these games on the radio as well, with men's and women's basketball, and just the excitement, importance of being able to turn on the dial and hear LeMoyne again.
Yeah, really important for us, right? From a branding perspective, we have a great partner in Dan Tortora from a multimedia and marketing, and we also have a great partner in Fox Sports Radio to tell our stories, right? That's what this is all about. For me, it's an opportunity to put our basketball games on the radio, but really, more importantly, it's an opportunity to tell the story of our student athletes in our college, and be able to do that through that medium, to me, is very, very important.
You've been in a lot of places, been in a lot of arenas, spent a lot of time at Army West Point. What's it like to be inside of them?
We lost pretty handily that night as well, so my memories in terms of results in the Dome, not so good, but the experience of being here is fantastic. Great people, first-class operation. I have great respect for the leadership here at SU.
And you, behind the scenes, have scheduled Syracuse against Army for the coming future here, with a lot of games here in the 2020s and 2030s.
Yeah, really, we did, Dan. We have a series coming up in the 20s. I say we. When I was at Army, we scheduled that with Herm Frazier and that team. And then while I was there, before I left, one of the last things I did, we were able to add, I think, 4 games into the series into the 30s between Army and Syracuse. So really happy about that. And I'm looking forward to coming to those games here at the Dome as a spectator. And I'll be wearing green, but I think that day I'll be safe to cheer for the Black Knights, because LeMoyne, unless we're playing football by then, I'll be able to root for the Army football team.
That coming from the athletics director at LeMoyne. AD and DT is every first and third Wednesday at 9 a.m. during Dolphin time, exclusively on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. And of course, you got some bonus Dolphin time here on Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT, YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT, and on the LeMoyne tab of WakeUpCallDT.com. Bob, as always, thank you.
Dan, pleasure. Fins up.
That coming once again from Bob Beretta, the athletics director at LeMoyne College, bringing us an awesome opportunity to be there at the Dome together for the LeMoyne-Syracuse game, and to speak on Jim Boeheim court following our conversation, or following the game, I should say. So great to have some extra bonus time with Bob Beretta, who will be on the show during his normal scheduled time tomorrow on November 3rd at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, with an all-new AD and DT with Athletics Director Bob Beretta and myself, DT, Dan Tortora, here with you to speak on a new topic centered around LeMoyne College. So very, very much looking forward to doing that. And before we hop out of here for the day, we have to do what we always do on a Tuesday to end the show, and that's bring you the ingredients to success. Proudly brought to you by Avicolli's on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York. We appreciate Avicolli so very much, and we thank them for all that they do, including giving us the best veal parm sub that I have had in Central and Upstate New York. Eva. So, big shout out for the ingredients to success and Avicolli's, who definitely have the right ingredients to create a very successful veal parmesan, as well as their margarita pizza and their meat lovers pizza and their wings and so many different things that they offer us at Avicolli's. The antipasto, a lot of great stuff that they bring to the table at Avicolli. So I just want to say thank you to them for being a community leader. Thank you to the community for supporting them in one of the darkest times this country has ever seen in recent history. And just, thanks all around for the incredible staff and incredible people that make up Avicolli's. And like I said, the community that supported them and the awesome food that they bring to the table. And so many, many thanks to John and the whole staff at Avicolli's. With that being said, we're jumping into the ingredients to success here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets that thing called life, and bringing you today's ingredients to success. Well, the topic for today's ingredients to success is when things go wrong, right? I shouldn't even say when things go wrong, when things don't work out the way we want them to. I've had a lot of issues with software. I've had issues with the internet. I've had issues with things staying on and not dropping this and moving that and whatnot. There's been a lot of things that I've endured in recent weeks that have come with, the ebb and flow. Now, during COVID times here and, going through being at home and doing the show and whatnot, I had little to no issues whatsoever. And then I had one that was nagging, and then I changed that, and then you get another one and you change that, and then it seems like there's been a lot of stuff recently where, you know, things aren't working the way that I need them to work. They're not doing things that I need them to do. And it's extremely frustrating. And I don't understand why it's not working. I don't understand why it's not doing what it's supposed to do. You pay for this, you pay for that. This worked. This has worked 100 times, but it's not working the 101st time. So it gets really frustrating. But we navigate. You know, people won't see, you know, the 100 problems that happen behind a broadcast, or behind getting something out to a dinner table, or, you know, or in creating a car, or whatever it may be. You know, people don't see a lot of these things that happen off screen, you know, or behind the scenes, or off the microphone, or in the back room, or in the office, or wherever it may be. And I think that, you know, my best advice to us in the ingredients to success when things go wrong is that you have to remain calm. Worrying, screaming, yelling, getting angry, throwing stuff has never solved a problem, right? Fear and worry have never solved the world's problems. And so I think it's important that those are not your ingredients in dealing with things that aren't working. And, you know, you got to really break it down and say, okay, does this not work every day? Yes. Okay, well then this needs to be fixed. And so you can address things, right? You can call the cable companies. You can call the internet companies. You can, you know, check your mics, check your software, update your computers. Like, from my point of view with the things I've been dealing with, there's things I can do in the background to say, okay, is this computer... Like, I bought a computer that immediately had issues. Literally came to me and immediately was a problem. So, you know, you have to address those things. And I understand that we're busy, but you have to take the time to take the time. Because I'm extremely busy. But if this doesn't get fixed with this, then, you know what I mean? If there's a problem with the computer and you just keep using the computer, hoping that it works, but you're not addressing the problem, then you're not part of the solution. You're part of the problem now. Because now you're hoping that it works, but you're just moving forward. Well, Dan, I got to go. I got to work. I got to do I understand that. You may not want to spend the 2 hours to be on the phone with the company, but you have to call, right? If your internet's going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out daily, then you have to call. Or else you're going to deal with that headache every single day, and it's going to become part of your normal, right? It's like a backache that never goes away. It's like a headache that never goes away. It's like a cut that never heals. It just keeps getting bigger. Maybe it gets infected. Maybe it spreads, you know, and that's not what you want. So my best advice to you when dealing with problems that persist, dealing when things go wrong, what do? Stay calm, which I know is not easy to do, but you got to work on that. Focus, which is not easy to do, but I need you to work on that. Think it through. Find what works for you, right? Is it breathing? Is it walking? Is it listening to music? Is it singing? Is it painting? Is it calling your mom? Is it calling a friend? Is it calling your dad? Is it, you know, playing with your dog, playing fetch in the house? Is it making your favorite dinner? Do what you need to do to get yourself back to status quo, back to zero, right? Back to even. And make those phone calls, right? You don't pay a bill, the bill doesn't go away. You don't fix a computer, the computer doesn't fix itself. More often than not, right? And so you have to take the time to address the issues that are in the background, because they're going to be there, right? That's not going away. You don't pay a bill. I knew somebody before, they're like, I'm not going to pay my bill because I don't want to. And I told them, I go, your bill doesn't go away. Like, that 100, whatever it was, $121, $114, that's still there. And it's going to stay there forever until you address it, right? If your computer's persistently having a software problem, you have to address it. If it's not connecting right, you have to address it. Now, I have found means to make things work because God is great. God is phenomenal, and God has given me a brain that works even when I don't even have the energy to have it work. So I'm thankful to God for all of that. But if you want peace of mind when things go wrong, you have to stay calm, write down what the problems are, write down what's happening, try to fix it, and when you don't know the answer, find somebody who does, and then address it from there. And no, you don't want it to cost money, and no, you don't want it to take time, but the longer you wait to fix something, the more it's going to just stay broken. So remember that. The longer you take to fix something, the longer it just stays broken. Right? A lamp breaks in your living room. If you don't fix the lamp, it doesn't fix itself. Most of us are not Doctor Strange. We don't have that power. So if the lamp is broken and laying on the ground, that broken lamp is going to sit there forever unless we fix it. So the longer you take to fix something, the longer it stays broken. Remember that. So your ingredients to success for when things go wrong: stay calm, get focused, write down the problem, write down what's going on, get your story straight, then address it, try to fix it yourself if you can. If you cannot, call somebody. Or if you do it and it doesn't work all the way, then find out who can do it. We live in a world where there's technology and information everywhere. We have no excuses to finding the phone number or finding a person or a means to fix something. And I pray to God that you get things fixed in your life that need fixing. Okay? For us all. And may today be a day where you take a step forward and never a step back unless you're appreciating your life. Then you can take that step back and appreciate it. With that being said, I want to thank Avicolli's for the ingredients to success. I want to thank all my incredible guests today. We ran the gamut. I want to thank Jim Boeheim, Syracuse Orange men's basketball head coach. I want to thank newcomers to Syracuse, point guard Symir Torrance, who's a CNY native, as well as forward Benny Williams. I want to thank Dave Klein, CNS North Stars head football coach, as they get set for their 2021 Section 3 Class AA semifinal game in the postseason. I want to thank Joe Corley of the West Genesee Wildcats as they get ready for their 2021 Section 3 Class A semifinal game. I want to thank UAB Associate Vice President and Director of Athletics Mark Ingram for being a part of the show for the first time ever. And shout out to UAB and welcome and congratulations on the American Athletic Conference decision. I want to thank LeMoyne Dolphins men's basketball head coach Nate Champion for rejoining the show. I want to thank LeMoyne College Athletics Director Bob Beretta for rejoining the show and giving us some extra Dolphin time. And I want to thank Avicolli's once again for the ingredients to success. Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora is live for you every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time on youtube.com/wakeupcalldt, facebook.com/wakeupcalldt, facebook.com/livenowdt, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt, as well as on wakeupcalldt.com's homepage. So I thank you for all of your support, however you're tuning in. And, of course, checking out the archive. We just added a ton to it. So go to MixLR, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn, Podbean. Any one of those, search Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, or one word, Wake Up Call, Wake Up Call DT, one word together. If you search Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on any one of your search engines, you'll find our website, you'll find our social media, you'll find a bunch of these avenues on podcasts, and you can check us out there. And, of course, a big thanks to our Central and Upstate New York partners, Cafe Kubal, Carvel DeWitt, the Wildcat Sports Pub, as well as Mon Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory, the LeMoyne Dolphins, Avicolli's, Progressive Dental, Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay, Canine Camp Dog Daycare, Pizza Man, Canine Campground Dog Boarding, Millhouse Market, Honda City of Liverpool, PB&J's Lunchbox, Victory Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, and Mother's Cupboard. And, of course, Wake Up Call, a proud multimedia marketing partner and the first ever in the history of LeMoyne College. That they do here in our community and appreciate them so very much. Check out our stories with the LeMoyne College Dolphins every first and third Wednesday. AD and DT is here for you Wednesdays at 9 a.m. is Dolphin time. First and third Wednesday of every month, AD and DT with Athletics Director Bob Beretta and myself, Dan Tortora, speaking on a specific topic every single episode, doing something different. And of course, every second and fourth Wednesday of each month, we have Dolphin Dive, where we're diving into the stories of student athletes, coaches, and staff at LeMoyne College, and always excited to tell their stories. You can see all of these videos in an archive available to you on youtube.com/WakeUpCallDT, as well as by going to WakeUpCallDT.com and clicking on the LeMoyne tab and getting all of our LeMoyne stuff, including the composite schedule. And of course, you could find out more at LeMoyneDolphins.com. Wake Up Call is also the proud multimedia marketing partner of the Marywood University Pacers. The Pacers are with us every single month as well. Pacer Pride is the name of the exclusive content you're only going to get here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. You could check out that archive by going to the Marywood tab on WakeUpCallDT.com, as well as by searching Marywood on YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT. Make sure you subscribe to WakeUpCallDT.com so you never miss a special with Marywood University and the Pacers, and make sure you subscribe to YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT for the same reasons. The composite schedule is on the Marywood tab on WakeUpCallDT.com, and you can find out more about the Marywood Pacers by going to MarywoodPacers.com. Podcast and navigating with us. Find us on Facebook at WakeUpCallDT, Twitter at CallDT, and Instagram at WakeUpCall_DT. And as always, folks, God, thank you to Jim Boeheim, Symir Torrance, Benny Williams, Nate Champion, Bob Beretta,